Sometimes what I've noticed is when first graders are getting to a word like sunshine or cupcake, they're saying the first part and then sort of like mixing up the ends of the word. So using the strategy of stopping to see and notice if there are two words within one word can be a really useful strategy. It's kind of like Chunky Monkey, except you're not just looking for chunks within the word, you're actually looking for words, two words within one word. So today we're going to read the first few pages of this chapter book called Sophie Mouse, A New Friend. When I was reading this chapter book with a first grader this week, we noticed that there were a lot of compound words in the first part of this chapter, and these words were longer words that seemed kind of tricky until we discovered this strategy of noticing the two different words within the longer word, and that helped this scholar a lot to figure out what these longer words said. So today you're going to work with me to be a detective and see if you can find two words within these longer compound words. So I'm going to start reading, and in a moment you're going to see on the screen some of these compound words as they come along, and you can try to figure out what they say. Here we go. The first chapter is called Spring Has Sprung, kind of like spring has sprung now. When we look outside, we see flowers, we see buds on the trees. It's a really exciting time. Same thing in this story. Notice she's outside and there's flowers coming up from the ground. Sophie, by the way, is a mouse. Spring has sprung. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Are you ready for our first compound word? Here it is. Do you notice two words within this longer word? If you see two words, go ahead and say them now. Nice. I see the word out and the word side. So I put it together, it says outside. Outside the mouse family's cottage, here's another one. Let's see if you can help me figure it out. That's right. I see the word bumble, bee. Put it together, what do we have? Yes, bumblebee. So now I'm going to go back and read that whole sentence again. Outside the mouse family's cottage, a bumblebee zipped from flower to flower. Sitting at her easel in the... Do you see it? Go ahead and say it. That's right. I see the word sun and the word shine. Put them together and we have sunshine. You've got it. Sitting at her easel in the sunshine, Sophie Mouse put down her paintbrush. Her eyes followed the bee. Oh, to be able to fly, she thought. I could see every inch of... This looks like it's the name of something because it starts with a capital letter. Look closely and see if you see two words within this longer word. That's right. First I see the word silver, then I see the word lake. Put it together, this says Silver Lake. I could see every inch of Silver Lake forest. Oh, so Silver Lake is the name of a forest. Maybe even to the other side of Forget-Me-Not Lake. I wonder how fast a bee flies when he really gets going. What would it be like to fly to the... My gosh, I can't believe it. It's another compound word. Do you see two words within this longer word? That's right. I see the word school, house. Put it together, it says schoolhouse. So now I'm going to go back and reread. What would it be like to fly to the schoolhouse for the first day of school tomorrow? Sophie? Sophie? Her father's voice called out, snapping her out of her. Here's another one. Do you see two words within this compound word? Yes, I see day, dream. Put it together, we have daydream. Her father's voice called out, snapping her out of her daydream. He was in the Do you see it? That's right. Door and way. Put it together, we have doorway. Keep up the great work. He was in the doorway of their cottage, which was nestled in between the roots of an oak tree. Are you done with your chores? George Mouse asked. When you are, you can go see Mom at the bakery. She's making nutmeg. I've never seen this before. Do you see two words in this compound word? Yeah. So I see pop and overs. I don't actually know what a popover is, but I see something in the picture to help me right here. What does it look like a popover is? Oh yeah, it's like, kind of looks like bread or kind of like a muffin. So it looks like a kind of food. Nutmeg popovers. Cool. Okay, I'm going to keep reading. Sophie's little nose twitched. She was sure she could already smell the sweet scent. Nutmeg popovers were one of her mother's specialties. At her bakery in Pine Needle Grove, Lily would surely have started making the batter at dawn before Sophie was even awake. Sophie hated to stop painting. It was the first spring day warm enough to paint outside, but she had a little sweeping to do if she wanted to go to the bakery. Look at her cute little house at the bottom of that tree. Sophie hurried inside and found the willow twig broom. She'd already swept the three small. Do you see two words inside of this bigger word? You got it, bed and rooms. Put them together and you have bed, rooms. Nice job. I'm going to go back and reread. She'd already swept the three small bedrooms upstairs. Just the main floor was left. Under the, this is kind of a funny word. Yeah, that says toad and stool. So it says under the toadstool table. So again, I'm going to look at this picture to figure out what is a toadstool. A toadstool kind of looks like a little mushroom or a little plant that they use as a table. Interesting. Just the main floor was left, under the toadstool table and birch branch stools and around the spun silk couch. Sophie swept all the corners of the kitchen. So we're going to stop here for today. Now, as you're reading your own books, I want you to make sure and notice if you come across a compound word that has two words within a word, use this as a strategy to help you. So if you get to a word that's a longer word that seems tricky at first, you should always look because there might be chunks you know, but there may also just be two words within one word. And if you read each word first, then you can put them together to read the whole compound word as one. This is a great strategy to try as you're reading if you get to words you don't know. All right, so are you ready for a challenge? Today, while you're reading your books, I want you to keep your eyes out for compound words. I want you to make a list with as many compound words as you find and make sure you include your name on top. Then you can send this list to your teacher or to Mrs. Lee, and you may even get a special shout out in the next reading workshop video. Have fun, enjoy your books today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.